today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Touchdown, Falcons! Russell Gage, 48 yards. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Ryan. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 75 yards. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Burt sets up to throw it. Smith catches left side. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. flinging it in. Jackson left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try the left side. Patterson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. This one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Now it's Ryan. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down. I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick-6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. It's
amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do, and you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Being chased out left.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. So we've reached halftime here on Open. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 19-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. But first down, Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Sanders. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick again.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Miles Sanders with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Once more, they turn to Patterson.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Pressure too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll go again with Sanders.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. As Sanders there with a 1st down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.